body, the BMC, presented its budget for 2024-25 financial year. Now, some of the key takeaways include the following. Funds have been set aside for 2,000 electric buses in Mumbai. 100 crore rupees has been allocated under the Women's Safety Campaign. Over 5,000 crore rupees have been allocated for the Mumbai sewage disposal project. Property taxes have also been reduced. The budget this time is approximately 59,954 crore rupees, close to 60,000 crore. Now, compared with last year, this year's budget has been increased by 10.5%. This is, remember, the BMC Commissioner's second budget in the absence of corporators and fourth as the civic chief after taking charge in May 2020. My colleague Srushti is joining us with more details on this. Srushti, the BMC presenting its budget, a lot of emphasis placed on the sewage project as well as women's safety. Get us more details of what all is there in this budget by the BMC.
Well, definitely today the BMC's budget is out and it's almost 60,000 crores. If we give the particular number, then it is 54,954,000 crores of budget for the BMC. It is 10.5% more than what it was earlier. Earlier it was 52,000 crores. Now what comes across in this budget is that the key focus was on health, infra and education and sewage also. If we talk firstly about the health budget, the health budget this time is 1,716,000 crores, which was earlier 1,384,000 crores. Now, if we talk about the health, one new policy which was introduced earlier in November, that was no prescription policy, it will be implemented is what the BMC Commissioner Iqbal Singh Chahal has said. Also, one more policy is regarding the separate fee structure. Now, this is a fee structure for the people who would be coming from other states in Mumbai for their treatments in municipal corporation hospitals. So the fees which would be implemented to them will be having a different fee structure is what BMC Commissioner Iqbal Singh Chahal has said, and for which now opposition is also raising questions that this is not fair and it is unfair for the people who are coming from different states to take the treatments in the city of Mumbai. Now, if we talk about the education, 3,497,000 crores are proposed now, and earlier the budget was 1,930 rupees, 1,930 crores, and several CBSE schools will also be opened under the education budget. Now, if we talk mainly about the women's safety, 100 crores are being kept aside for women's safety is what BMC Commissioner has said. Several apps will be introduced wherein if some girl is in need, then they will be able to call a control room. Now, this is a major thing which comes, as we have seen in last year, there has been many cases where we call Mumbai as the safest city in the country, but there were several cases of molestation and other issues for which now BMC has taken action on it. Now, if we talk about the main feature of this particular budget is that the fund allocation to the important infrastructural projects. I'll just read out the cost of it. The coastal road project will be having 2,900 crores. The Dahisar-Bhayandar link road, which is a last leg of coastal road, it will be getting the funds of 220 crores. The north coastal road part, which is Versova to Dahisar, the package 6, it will be having 1,130 crores, and Goregaon-Mulund link road, which was in talks earlier as well, it will be having 1,870 crores, and sewage treatment projects will be having 4,090 crores of the budget. Now, if we talk about the key projects which are there in process, which is the coastal road, the BMC Commissioner has announced that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be coming to Mumbai on 19th of February, and he will be inaugurating the first phase. However, the second phase will be open in mid-May, and the Gokhale Bridge, that will be completed in the month of April, and the first half of the Gokhale Road Bridge, that will be completed by the end of February is what they have mentioned. But yes, important budget
Okay,
for
so
the
we will have to see, Srishti, how it really pans out. But thank you very much to you for getting us all those details from the budget that has been presented by the BMC. But remember, days after the opposition alleged that the richest body's funds are only being allocated to the ruling Shinde Sena and the BJP MLAs, the BMC Commissioner has passed the buck and has blamed the Guardian ministers for not giving funds to the opposition MLAs for the development work in Mumbai. He has said funds can only be allocated to the MLAs after the Guardian ministers nod.
Yeah, we always take advice and concurrence of government as administrator. So the policy was formed that if any honorable MLA writes to administrator asking for funds, the administrator shall, not may, administrator shall forward their request letter to the local Palak Mantri, whether it's city or suburbs. And only after the recommendation of Palak Mantri comes in writing, the funds can be disbursed. So if you think that some MLAs got money, some didn't get money, you redirect this question to the Palak Mantri.
All right, let me go back to my colleague Srishti, who will get us more on this tussle over the funds. Srishti, Iqbal Chahal, the BMC Commissioner, making it clear that the onus now lies on the Guardian ministers to release more funds. But what really is the actual tussle that is playing out there, and how does this procedure really move forward?
Well, definitely earlier as well, the opposition MLAs have mentioned the fact that they have written letters time and again to the Guardian Minister, to the Chief Minister, as well as the BMC Commissioner for the funds which needs to be allocated to them to run their own people in their own particular constituencies. However, what they have mentioned is that they have not got a single rupee, and that is what is shocking, is what the opposition leaders have mentioned in this while we were talking to them. Now, when we asked the BMC Commissioner regarding the same, what he has mentioned is that there is no corporator, the BMC elections are not being conducted, and that's why a policy was framed earlier that a request will be given to the Guardian Minister, and then he will pass that particular request, and then he will only direct the BMC Commissioner to pass the funds. Now, what we can see in this particular matter is that the BMC Commissioner is saying that nothing is in my hand. Only Guardian Ministers needs to give the green flag so that they can allocate the funds to the MLAs.
All right, Srishti, thank you very much for joining us with those details. We'll have to see what the response of the Guardian ministers would be when it comes to the fund allocation. All right, let's shift focus from the BMC